Lino cut is a form of relief printing. This means that the portions of the printing block which hold the ink are raised, whilst the marks cut from the block sit below the surface, and do not hold any ink. Because of this, any line you cut from the block will not print, but will reveal the paper below the ink, making the image a negative image. Not only does the image cut print negative, it is also reversed. This means that when drawing and cutting your image on the block, it must be done backwards. Cutting. Before beginning to cut the linoleum, it is a good idea to spend some time sanding the block. This probably lessens the smoothness of the surface, probably adding a grain which the ink can cling to more easily. When cutting the image into the linoleum block, always cut away from yourself. You can use your middle finger as a pivot. This may stop the tool from slipping away suddenly. Remember, always cut away from yourself. Never cut in the direction of your body. It is dangerous to point the tool towards your body whilst cutting. It is important that, whilst cutting your linoleum block, you always cut away from yourself, and you never, ever cut towards yourself. Printing. Roll the roller forwards and backwards across the ink on the glass table, ensuring an even coverage. You can tell the ink is at a correct level of thickness when the movement produces a hissing sound. Next, roll the roller across your linoleum block, ensuring an even coverage. Drop the paper down on top of the lino block. Whilst positioning the paper, it can be easiest to begin by registering one edge of the paper to the lino block, then slowly lowering the other side. The image is transferred from the linoleum block onto the paper by applying pressure. If you do not have access to a beautiful Colombian press such as this one, then the back of a spoon can be used instead. Apply pressure to the surface by moving the back of the spoon in a small, circular motion. For the perfect print, it is important that pressure is applied absolutely evenly across every single millimeter. It may take some time to cover the whole image. It may take some time to cover the whole image. It may take some time to cover the whole image. Starting at your favorite corner, slowly peel the paper away from the block, checking as you go that it has printed wonderfully. If you notice a weak section, providing the paper has not moved position and is still held to the block, the paper can be placed carefully back down and more pressure applied. Done. Here's some I made earlier. Here's a couple of examples made in Scotland. Bob Bain. Oh baby. Look at that detail. Yeah, that's nice. You know this one's like a couple meters big. I've seen it. For real. Wow. Adrian Wisniewski. Not quite as wonderful, but still kinda nice. It shows you all about the negative image, anyway. Here's a couple of examples made in Estonia. Peter Aulik. Yeah. Cool. I like it. That's ease. Tumas Kudusing. Wee. Nice. Would you look at that? Hey, do you want to go to his exhibition opening after the workshop? It's at Metropole Gallery and it starts at 6 o'clock. You know, I've heard he's also really beautiful. Remember, always cut away from yourself. Never cut in the direction of your body. It is dangerous to point the tool towards your body whilst cutting. It is important that, whilst cutting your linoleum block, you always cut away from yourself, and you never, ever, ever cut towards yourself.